So now we will discuss about Web API Gateway. Okay. So here these are the points. First of all, create API template, create controller and apply routing, and write API method for validations. Okay. Use this NPM. This NPM we will discuss in next session. Okay. So go to this folder, and here common API is there, and I am going to create one more folder that is called Web API Gateway. And here source folder, and npm init. Oh shit. Okay. So in this package.json, app.ts, and here npm I express, and here create one file app.ts. So package.json, node modules, package log.json, all are created, and tsc hyphen init, tsconfig.json will be created. In this, where is source map, make uncomment on source map and out directory. This is dist. You can give any name, and no implicit true, that becomes false, and make uncomment, and go to the package.json. Here type start and tsc and node dist slash app.js. Okay. So what is the purpose of this statement? Means your entire code will be converted into JavaScript code, and then app.js will be executed. Okay. And go to this src folder. Here earlier I have created one app.ts, no? Okay. App.ts. Okay. And import express and constant app equal to express methods, and here constant port equal to, I think 5000 will be port number for API gateway. I have assumed like this, and app.listen, and here first of all give port console.log connected to port. Now we will check. Okay, it is working fine. So go to this document. API template is created, and create controller and apply routing. So here we need to create one controller. So controller, this is the controller folder. In this controller, I am going to create one controller like department controller .ts. Okay. So for this department controller, one microservice will be created, and that service will be called under this department controller. Okay. And day after tomorrow, I will create one more controller, that is EMP controller, that belongs to EMP microservice. If you create one more controller, that like user controller, and one more microservice will be created. Okay, that belongs to user controller. So I am creating like this. So this is department controller. Here I have to establish routing between them. Okay, in controller we have to create one .ts file, api.ts. Okay, so here we have to establish routing from app.ts to the department controller.ts. Okay, so first of all I am going to department controller and import from express. This is just like revision of routing concept. Okay, observe carefully. And here constant you can assume like express and app one dot post. I am writing one API method here, that is get DEPT data and request response and try catch res dot send status code like 400 and message, this will be e dot message. Okay, so now here I am writing let body equal to request dot body, and if body in this request I am taking only department number as a parameter. Okay, if the department number is not available in the request, then status code will be 201 and message that will be department number is required. Okay, else if department number is present, then here in this else block you have to call the microservice. Before call that microservice you need to write the code for microservice. Okay, till now we didn't create any API template for microservice. Okay, so for our understanding purpose, wait a minute. So I am giving message like you can call microservice. Okay, once you have written that microservice you can call that microservice here. Okay, that will I will discuss. So here status code will be 200. Okay, and here we need to write export equal to app1. Okay, and here now go to the api.ts in controller folder, and here import express and now constant app to express method, and here import that department controller here. DEPT it is not coming here. Okay, if I give any name here, I think then that name will come. Yes, no. So department controller. Okay. Now app2 dot use. Here you have to give DEPT and give that control name. Okay. Now go to the app.ts. Okay. And here in request body we are getting something. Okay. So to accept that request body, you have to write this statement app.use and express.jsm. Okay. Now here we have to import that api.ts which exists in controller folder. Okay. So write import and from, and here API controller API. Okay. Okay. And app.use training and API. Okay. So this is the way to give routing. First of all, I have written API method in department controller and I am giving that method to use anywhere. Okay, that means export equal to app1. And in this controller, api.ts file is there. Here I am calling that department controller. Okay, I am importing the department controller and assign one name for that controller, that is DEPT con. Okay, and this should be also export. Yeah, 2. Okay. Now it can be used anywhere. Okay, in this app.ts, I am importing that api.ts which exists in controller folder and I am giving some name training to that name, to that controller. Okay, to that api.ts. Now what will be the endpoint URL? Okay, so here I am writing that endpoint URL local host colon, what will be the port number? 5000 slash. So here training. Okay, you just copy and paste it. So if you once this API hits, then control will go to in this line number 14. Okay, click on this API controller. So here department is there. Okay, you just copy on this department. Okay, and go to the department controller. Here API method is get DEPT data. This is endpoint URL for calling this API method. Okay. So how this execution flow means, here whenever you will type this endpoint URL in Postman and click on this send button, what will happen is first it will go to the app.ts page. Okay. So and what will be the word after 5000 training, okay, where it is available, this on this line number 14 training word is available. Okay, and it will go to here. Okay, after this where it is available, DEPT name DEPT. Okay, so line number 6 DEPT is available, control goes to here. So it is a DEPT means DEPT controller. Okay, DEPT con. and it will go to this page dept controller.ts, and after this what will be the word get department data. So where it is available, so here it is available, and control comes to here and it will execute this method and returns the result. Okay, now I am taking this one, go to the Postman, and here I am giving DEPT number just like 10. See what will happen. You can call microservice. That means we are in else block. Okay. If I don't give this DEPT number, see DEPT number is required. Okay. So if I give DEPT1 number 1, DEPT number is required. Okay. So DEPT number, if you give properly, then you can call microservice. That means control goes else block. Okay. So now you can call the microservice which exists in another API solution. Okay. So that thing we will discuss in next session. So till now, if you have any doubts, you can ask me.